Okay, there we go. I have been just preparing to make this tonight, and I thought, why not do a live stream? Hopefully it's enjoyable. If you want to try this recipe, it's not hard at all. In fact, it's an easy one. I just didn't want to. I really don't feel like cooking right now, but I kind of thought it would be fun to make something kind of simple because I have the ingredients to make taco salad, and there's vegetables and whatnot, so I really don't want them to go bad. It just took a while to set up because clearly this isn't where you would ideally cook normally. But my grandma's sleeping, so I don't want to do it like upstairs at all. I'd have to drag my computer upstairs anyways, and I don't want to move my whole computer in general. So this is what we're working with. I apologize. It's not very professional, but I'm also in no way a professional. In this pot I have some beef, just some decent ground beef. It's like 85% lean, I think. And I had that in the pot, and I touched the spoon, which was not touching the beef, just so you know. Doritos, because this is the most trashy version of taco salad, maybe. It's so good, though. Can I have a knife on the stream? I'm just cooking. I hope so. And here is what you need. It's Western bowl dressing. You want the original. This is the sauce that you put on it. This is very simple. This is like probably like a middle like United States simple kind of like we'll have a 4th of July party and you bring this. That's just, I'm not saying it's good for you by any means, but it's very nostalgic for me. The grandma that I stay with now, she makes this. She used to make it. And so I'm hoping that if I make this, she'll enjoy it as well and maybe get her to eat some of it. She's very picky now. Thinking about keeping these so I can grow them. Maybe I'll set them on this plate. So very simple. Won't take long after you get it all prepped. I think the most time consuming part of this is getting the green onions washed and maybe cooking the beef, but it doesn't usually take this long. However, this is a hot plate, so the hot plate isn't as strong as a normal stove. I want to get a new one because I can't even properly cook pasta on this thing. It'll cook, but if you want to like boil, which you're not trying to boil your ground beef, but if you're trying to make pasta, the water doesn't quite get hot enough, so it does cook it, but it's like mushy by the time it's all the way cooked through. And then I know for a fact if I can't boil water on this, then I can't even make candy on this. And well, candy is kind of dangerous to make, so you got to be really careful. So if I did set up to make candy in my room here, I would probably have to move all this away. Hi, how you doing, Arson? I'm making taco salad. If you can get here, you can have some, of course. Just bored and having fun. I want to get used to live streaming, so I thought this might be fun. I am the Christian beat baker after all. I'm sure cooking isn't that out of my zone there. So we're just gonna cut up like a bunch of green onions. I love green onions so much. Oh, and you know what? I wanted to look at this YouTuber who was talking about how to properly cut an onion to get all the seeds out of it. But I didn't. So I'm going to have to just wing it at this point. I don't want to restart again. I started the stream and messed it all up. I like knocked over my camera as soon as it started. So I had to reset up. But I'm trying to get this made now. Yeah, it would be kind of fun to have a cooking show, honestly. I wouldn't hate it. But, I am the Christian beat baker, so really, I should I should be making like baked goods, but I have an idea for another recipe in mind though. Hello. I have another idea for a recipe in mind. You know how they make those no-bake cookie dough bite things? I got cake flavoring. It's like an extract. I guess it's supposed to taste like cake, and I guess what that's supposed to taste like is butter, and I think a little bit of almond and vanilla. And I have chickpea flour, and I made pumpkin bread with the chickpea flour, and it's actually really good, and that's protein. So I was thinking of making a like cake flavored cookie dough protein bite, but I don't have any white chocolate. I thought I did. I don't. So that was kind of disappointing. Well, I'll just get some, but I won't be able to make it as soon as I wanted now though. But I got the stuff to make a Biscoff cheesecake. Like I'm not sure. It'll be like a ricotta based cheesecake, but I got the Biscoff like cookie dough. No, what is it called? The cookie spread. And then why am I awake? Because I have to make this so that way it tastes better when I go to eat it. Plus, I slept in until like, I don't know, 1. I was up helping my grandma, and then I went back to sleep because I couldn't sleep very well last night. My sleep schedule is like upside down. That's why I'm up. So we're going to make taco salad. Oh, bathtub, eh? I miss having baths. I just take showers now usually, but I see on like Instagram these women make these really pretty baths where they have like flower petals and like bath salts. I'd probably be allergic to that though. But it seems like they set them up for their kids, which is cool. They have like lights all over the place, and they have like little kids' toys in the bathtub. Adorable. I would love to get like some strobe lights going. So the meat is not. It's taking so long, but that's like a several-year-old hot plate. It's time to get a new one. And I've seen online that they sell basically like stovetops that you can move, like actual stovetops. My mom has one and it's magnetic, so you have to use like a steel pot, but it's magnetic, so it doesn't turn on unless it has a pan on it. I thought that was really cool. That's exactly what we need here. But I want to make marshmallows, but you have to boil sugar to make marshmallows, so I haven't been able to yet. Like, I gotta make Rice Krispie treats with those peeps, but that's not exactly impressive, no offense to anyone that likes Rice Krispie treats, because I love them. My grandpa used to make them for me, and when I was in the hospital, he made them and brought them to me and I could eat them after so long, because I had like I had like intestinal surgery, so I was gonna say tummy surgery, but that's just not like autonomous. It's not correct. But he brought them to me, and then when I was finally able to eat them, I did. Amazing. He makes them just like the classic recipe where it's like your Rice Krispie cereal, some butter, and your Jet Puff marshmallows. But the key to making some things is getting the name brand. Like, I know that seems like entitled or whatever, but there are certain things that you just need to properly make the recipe the way it's supposed to be. It's not that it would be bad differently. It would probably be really good a lot of other ways. But this is like the nostalgic classic of when I was a kid recipe. Am I going to make you hungry on every live stream? I'm kind of like a foodie a little bit. I like to cook more than anything. I do like to go out and buy things, but I'm like in the house. I take care of my I help to take care of my grandma, because it's not like she can't do anything and she doesn't want me to do everything for her, but I try to help my grandma, who is getting some older person issues. So I'm home like almost all the time. It's concerning, actually. I work here, and then I am here for her, and it's not appropriate to like leave her right now. She gets upset with me, and it's hard, but I don't feel good leaving her alone when she's like that, because I wouldn't want to be left alone if I was like that. I don't think either. So yeah. If you're gonna make this, no, I mean, it's like the least that someone could do. It would feel wrong to like leave her here alone, and I would feel bad if like, because I know a lot of like horrible stories where people get isolated from their family and then they have to like pay the state to take care of them. I would like to like not have that happen. It's maybe she could get like a nurse or something to help her. Whatever it is, just I'm not trained for it. I can only do so much, sadly. So let's check the meat. So get block cheese when you make anything with cheese, basically, or a nice cheese, but the shredded cheese, they put something on it to stop it from like clumping together, and it does change the flavor, like considerably. If you can find like the really nice cheddar cheese, this is Colby Jack, but if you can find a really nice like brand of that, that would probably be even better. But again, for your like standard nostalgic taco salad, you'd probably, I don't know, maybe medium cheddar, or I think this. I could be wrong about this, but I love Colby Jack. I don't know if these containers that I have are big enough to keep it all in, because I was looking for another can of kidney beans. I found a can of white kidney beans, so it's going to be red and white kidney beans this time. I don't know if this is big enough because I have 2 pounds of beef. It's 85% lean, so there's not going to be that much grease at least. And, oh, what else? Oh, thank you. I got that at Walmart. It's a very good set. I actually cut myself opening them, actually. And then you get black olives. I do buy the sliced black olives. It's not that much more expensive to be worried about like having to cut up all those little olives. I'd rather just have it done. But maybe I should get them not cut up and try them. And I will not put better quality olives in this. I won't do it. I'm sorry. I don't care for them. I like the olives that don't taste like olives. What's going on here? They add wood chips? Well, that's interesting. Like, just straight up wood. You're gonna have to send me this, because whatever brand is doing that, I gotta make sure I don't buy. I have like eye problems, and I literally used some eye drops like right before I started this. It seems to help though. Maybe the wood chips are what's good for you. But yeah. So we got 2 of these containers. I'm thinking maybe I should put like half. They're kind of wet because I just washed them. I just got them, and oh, everyone left. Everyone left because I told them that I don't like black olives. So I got these containers here that are cleaned up. I just got them, and I was like, maybe I should just use these because they're brand new. I'm like, well, you have to wash them. Think about how filthy a factory is. So they're all wet now, but that should be okay. Why did they leave? Did they leave because I don't like black olives? Good black olives? I bet you that's what it was. A lot of people think that the canned olives are gross, but they're only gross if you like black olives. And I don't like green olives either. I don't like them. These ones I like because they don't even taste like what they're supposed to be. That's it. Maybe on pizza they might be good. Something about pizza really makes me appreciate vegetables. I didn't realize it, but because my mom doesn't like green peppers, they hurt her stomach. I was out with like my pastor's wife and a woman that goes to church with us, and she like does a little Bible study with me. She's a nice older lady. We went and got pizza. She won't go to any restaurant that serves alcohol, so we had to go to like 3 different places, and then we settled on this pizza place. That's her personal thing. That's not like a That's not a commandment of sorts, but if she's I get if she's uncomfortable with it. So, do you think this looks done? I think since I have to cook it a little longer, I'm gonna turn off the heat now and get the packet going. Yeah, there is not a lot of grease in here. It seems more like water. But hold on, I'm gonna go get the grease that is in it out of it. Sorry. What are you saying, Arson? You don't think you've... Ralph said, or I'm sorry, Peter Parker says, I don't think I've ever had olives of any kind, actually. Arson, what are you saying? Yeah, that stuff. What is that stuff? Like cornstarch? I don't hate cornstarch. It just really ruins the cheese. No. Ah. I took a taste of it, the meat, and it's not totally cooked, but you want it just a little like rare, so that way it'll continue cooking. And when you put the, what is that, the taco seasoning in. And what kind of taco seasoning did we get this time? I can't remember. This is the one that I remember from when I was a kid. Oh, Old El Paso. Let me turn this back on then. Okay, this is what this one looks like if you're looking for it. It's the original. I got 2 because I got 2 pounds of beef. How much does it ask for? So, as per the package entails, you want to use 1 packet per pound. Maybe you could drain a little more out of this. Oh, by the way, if you don't know how to do any of this stuff, that's okay. But I want to warn you, for the love of all that is holy, do not pour your grease down your pipes like your sink or your toilet. Do not do that, please. It'll be better for you if you don't believe me. You might think it's kind of silly to have to warn people not to do that, but you definitely shouldn't be pouring it down the drain. My parents are like maintenance people, so there's a few things that they've stressed to me. Do not pour grease down the drain, and do not flush baby wipes. Even the flushable ones will destroy your plumbing. Hold on. Shoot. Alright, that's a little better. I don't really think it would be that bad. It's not like super high fat content, but you're going to add water to it, so you definitely want to get the excess moisture out because the package calls for 3/4 of a cup. Does it say to drain? I think you'd want to drain. Yeah, drain, because otherwise it's going to be like sloppy wet. This is such a poor... I'm sorry that I have to keep it running off to drain taco meat, guys. This isn't an ideal setup for what I'm doing, but it has to be done now because I have the energy to do it. Let's pour half of these green onions into each container. Maybe I shouldn't use them. They're spilling everywhere. Should I use all of them? I think I probably should, to be honest with you, because this was just one small thing of green onion, and I really do like some green onion. I had to clean like everything, and there's still feel like loose cat hair, man. You get 3 cats in the house, you can't even escape it. I'm allergic to cats, but I love them. So they're not going to go anywhere. My cat I'm not that allergic to, actually, strangely. And the little black kitty, his name is Charles. Love him. Absolute doll. But he definitely is a little bit of an issue with my allergies. Now his sister, we have tomatoes. And I'm not sure how many I want to use. I have 5 tomatoes here. We're making a double batch, so maybe 4, 3, 4, 3.5, 4. We'll see how many we get after, or how much we get after we clean these. Oh, okay, if you don't mind. I just didn't want to, like, accidentally dox you or something. Sorry about that. Oh, you're good, Arson. I lost my knife. Is this okay to have on stream? I'm just cooking. I hope so. I hope it's not a problem. I don't need to get my stream blocked for vicious assault of a tomato. Insane YouTuber attacks innocent tomatoes. You know what? My mom and dad used to have a garden, and once you have like a homegrown tomato, these ones, they just don't really compete. But I'm going to get all these like seeds out. Maybe not all of them, but I'm going to try to de-seed these so that way it doesn't make it all nasty and wet, or at least not keep them all in there. So I'm cutting them. This is what I'm doing. And I don't know. I wish I watched that video. I'm going to cut them into slices, actually, not eighths. And I'm doing this probably not in a very safe way. So don't accidentally cut into your hand, please. Okay. So then I'm just going to take these little pieces. And then I'll chop them. I'll cube them. But I just want to try to get some of these seeds out. I just figured it would be too wet with all the tomato seeds, especially since we're doing like 4. Do I have ADHD? Hey, I don't know. Hey, we're not diagnosed, so no. It's the responsible thing to say. I am not diagnosed. I did have some coffee before I came on here, but I might have some things in common with people with ADHD. One time I took some of the medication and I just sat there like a zombie one time. It was so bad. Like I didn't want to do anything at all. And I started crying because I was just like, what is happening? So even if I am ADHD, I don't think that I need to do anything about it. We're not diagnosed, Arson, so we're not, okay? No offense to anyone that has it. I have this huge issue with like psych medication. I don't do very well on it, so I just stay away from all that stuff. I mean, there's people in my family that might have ADHD or it's told that they have ADHD. Oh, I'm not even finishing sentences. That's good. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. So let's put our little tomatoes in these little containers for now, just to get it out of the way, because I would like to clean all the seeds off of this cutting board after. We're here to make taco salad, not diagnose me, Arson. Please, that's not this stream. Everyone needs, well, Ralph, you should, everyone. Oh, there's a third person. Okay, everyone needs to go check out Arson's stream at some point. Good stuff. Not like happy stuff, but important stuff. So, there's so many more tomatoes to cut. I would eat a lot more fruits and vegetables if I didn't have to sit here cutting and washing and chopping and washing and cleaning and yeah. But red tomatoes, they're anti-inflammatory, so I try to eat them anyways, but it's also better if you cut the seeds out if you have, and this isn't why I'm doing it, because I don't think I'm sick right now, at least with my digestive issues, but if you have like ulcers or Crohn's disease or like I think it's called diverticulitis, where it's like issues with little pouches in your intestines, you don't want to be eating these seeds, man, or nuts. Stuff like that is definitely a no-go when you have those issues. But I'm like pretty good right now. fact, I'm eating milk, like dairy, and it feels pretty good. Like, you get kind of a sour stomach sometimes, but I'm not getting sick like I used to. It's really nice, at least with that. My immune system is attacking other stuff. What we got going on over here? Is it? I don't know. I think they get a little hyper crazy with the diagnosis. Like, and also, if you do have ADHD, as long as you, well, if it's not hurting you like too bad, there's nothing wrong with having it. That other person was like out of here. They're like, nope. But there's nothing really wrong with it. You know, I kind of think that some people just experience life differently too. So, like, even if you have a problem, it doesn't really mean that you have to do something about it unless it's hurting you. I didn't know I had all these big pharma pushers around here. I know how much you love big pharma, Arson. Oh, this is fun. Thanks for stopping in and helping me make taco salad. If you guys were here, you could definitely have some. I should make you 2 mods for the. You guys want to be mods? Arson, Ralph. I'm a mod on Arson's channel, which is great because one day they will all feel my wrath. Just kidding. There's a lot more tomato here than I thought, but I think I need this 5th one, so we'll cut that up too. You love Big Pharma. Love it so much. You were like, Violet, I want to marry Big Pharma. I was like, that's not even a thing you could do. It's not even a living entity. You're like, nope. It's happening. And then she skateboarded away. Okay, so now I have, and you know, I should have grated the cheese because it was cold. And I didn't think about it. Because of my terrible, terrible ailing ADHD, my horrible diagnosis. But when it's cold, it sticks together better. It's not going to break up because it's going to be firmer. So if you use it when it's like frozen even, I don't know. I think that might ruin the texture though if you freeze it. Maybe don't freeze it, but get it all like firmed up in the fridge. Okay. So find all your loose tomato meats that are just sticking around. Don't waste it. I don't like the butts though. Okay, so clean tomatoes and green onions. I don't know if do you guys know how to make this? You guys gonna try it? I really hope you try it. This is something my grandma used to make back in the day. I used to like freak out. I was so excited about it. Hold on, I'm gonna throw this away. It's so good you may become gluttonous with it. Like I used to try to eat as much of it as physically possible. Hey, so here's your cheese. Did it close my comments? Oh, I think I got tomato juice on my mouse. Put the recipe in the description. That's a fine idea. Okay, we'll do that. That way you don't have to watch this entire thing in full if you go to make it. You got it, bud. And you know, a lot of it you just based on how much of what you would like, because there is a recipe somewhere. We just kind of make however much of it we would like of each thing. So I think we'll cut up the whole block of cheese and we'll see if we need it all or whatever. Be careful, you don't want to like shred your fingers off. Have you guys ever used a mandolin? Like not the instrument, but like the cooking instrument. It is like a kind of like a vegetable guillotine. It slices up really small sliver slices of cucumber and potatoes, and I've used it to make a manicore. No, what? Oh, a male unicorn. Yes, that is what I use to cut up my vegetables. No, you know I don't practice magic, and that's all unicorns would offer in regards to helping me with that. It's not well. I guess they could like use their horn and like slice. Depends how sharp are unicorn horns. That's what we got to figure out to answer Arson's question. No, it's just like a vegetable guillotine, I guess is how you would explain it. And it cuts tiny, like really thin slivers of veg. And I accidentally cut like a big part of my thumbnail off when I was using it. I was like 16 and making a delicious what is the potato? Scallop potato for me in my 𝓝𝓸𝓼𝓽𝓪 what I don't want to say it. What is the slang for like a dog groomer, like a PDF type file? Maybe I hope that doesn't get my street. Anyways, so I was making this delicious meal and I sliced off like a big part of my thumb. Can you use it on Barbies? I mean, what? Are you gonna start destroying my Barbies now too? I have like a whole I just threw cheese. I have a whole entire collector, like the collector set of Barbies up until maybe like, I don't want to say, maybe like 2016, not quite. I have to look. But I have a whole bunch of the collectors that my grandma bought me, and she was getting my dad's mom, though, the other grandma. She used to buy me them like every year. And they're all in their boxes still. I wasn't allowed to play with them, but I had like a whole bunch of Barbies when I was a kid. And my brothers used to torture my Barbies. Thank you, Arson, for bringing up the memories now. Yeah, I know. Well, it was fun, for them, I'm sure. And I love Barbies, so that was fun. I wish one time, they're so sick. I had my whole Barbie like dream house set up. And my brothers literally like put red nail polish on all my like toy horses to make them look like they've been like to death. And then they filled the bathtub up with like water and put red food coloring and had my Barbie like in the tub all you know whated. And then my Barbie horses were covered in nail polish. And then they just had to live like that. We got cheese. No, I'm sorry. I would totally send you a Barbie, Arson. Every little girl needs an entire chest full of Barbies that their mom hates. My mom didn't want me like raised on Barbie and girly things, but I wanted it. I wanted the Barbie stuff. I loved it. Yeah, I had like a little, I think I had like a little barn set up even. Back in the day, Barbies had these, I don't know if you're old enough, but I'm sure you might have seen like a different version of them. They made these Barbie like farm animals, and they had a really cute little baby cow and a little pig and like a lamb. And they were the cutest things. Every once in a while, I randomly think about them. And one day I looked them up, and I don't think they sell them anymore, but they're adorable. Sometimes I think it would be cool to have a daughter, because then we can just like play dolls and stuff. And see, I'm a Sims girl, so it's basically the same thing. It's just a little more creative, I think, when you're a little kid playing with them. See how this is crumbling in my hands? It's too warm now. I should have done this first. Oh, and now it's covered in tomato juice, too, because I didn't get it all off. You had a doll collection of over 300? The Mycene dolls. I don't know what Lollipop Girl dolls are, but do you remember that 𝓼𝓪𝓵𝓪𝓭, I think it's called? It's like the spooky girl doll. They were really cute, but I was a little older when that came out. But I still got one for me and the girl I was friends with at the time because they were so cute. They were like rag dolls. They had like button eyes. Very cute. But I looked into it recently, and it's like witchcraft. I'm like, really? Can't enjoy anything. It's literally just like based around magic and witchcraft, and I don't really go for that. It's like, so I can't even have a lot of the things that I enjoyed when I was little because everything's so evil now. Like, I need to finish this. We have to finish this meat, guys. What are we doing? Hold on one second. Got cheese on my hands. So many of the show, like Arson knows for sure how many of like the cartoons, like the people that wrote the cartoons are all messed up and stuff. Like the Rugrats. Don't get me started. I don't even want to talk about what I found out about the guy that wrote Rugrats, dude. Oh, I have some off-camera water. Hold on. Here's your off-camera water for your taco meat. I hope people don't get mad at me because I'm just playing around on stream instead of like doing a serious music stream. I want to do a music stream. I just really had to get this done, and I'm kind of like a little bit lonely, so it's nice to talk with you guys. Okay, let me get this open. We're going to use 2 of these in here because we have 2 pounds of beef in here. And then, let's see. It's even messy over here. Next time I do this, I'm going to pull like a trash can next to me because I don't like all the buildup over here. What we got going on? Yeah, they're all crepes, for real. Yeah, Rugrats was one of my favorites even when I was older until I found out how messed up it is. So I have a quarter cup here. I'm just going to do this 6 times because it's 3/4 per pound per envelope. And it's 1 envelope per pound. But yeah, I'll write it out for you, Arson. Don't worry. My screen keeps jumping too, and I'm not sure why. Let me get this off-screen water back off-screen. Okay. But I had to give up so much of the stuff that I used to watch when I was young. Like, you know what my favorite show was? Arson, do you know Adventure Time? That was like my favorite show. It was like my I Feel Sick. Yeah. But Adventure Time is actually not from when we were kids. What would be my favorite? Well, I was into Invader Zim. Talk about evil. Yeah. So I really loved Adventure Time, and it just pushes so much like anti-Christian propaganda. It bums me out because that and the Smiths were like my comfort media. I would listen to the Smiths when I was sad, and I still listen to it sometimes because he's kind of messed up, but he's not as messed up as like the creators of Rugrats, or at least hopefully not. Sadly, because yeah, man, Rugrats was definitely one of my favorites. It was cute, and they wrote The Wild Thornberries, which was another one of my favorites. I really liked that one a lot too. All right, so let's get our beans going. Actually, so we got dark red kidney beans this time. My mom likes to use black beans in this recipe, but again, trying to keep it semi-close to what it is supposed to be normally. Here's white beans. They are white kidney beans and red. Now, you would probably just use red. If this tastes good, though, why not? Let's see. So I'm going to put like half a container in each one of these because I don't have my giant bowl with me, which would be more convenient, but that'll probably be a little easier to mix this way, hopefully. Is there juice in this can? Oh, I didn't prepare myself for that, did I? Ew. Okay, 1 second. I have a vitamin water container. Maybe we should just pour it into there for now. But I don't want to drop it everywhere, so I don't want to do that. I'll just pour it into this water container. There we go. Off-screen water is still earning its keep out here. Yeah, the Wild Thornberries was really good, but the people that write Wild Thornberries are the same people that make Rugrats, unfortunately. Why are you guys up? I don't know what time it is where you are, though, but Arson's like grilling me. The Witch's Garden. Oh yeah, I love that one. I did love that one. I don't like to watch witchcraft related stuff now because of my whole history, like being groomed into witchcraft. But I really did enjoy Adventure Time. Can't think of what a favorite would be. But is that the one where it like jumps in through the lake and ends up in a different spot? Is that one? Because that's oh, you know what else is a favorite? The one where he takes a nap and he finds himself in the blanket kingdom and he like gets married and he has a whole family and he doesn't want to go back home because he like has his home there, and then it turns out that he's just dreaming. And it's like that what is that lamp Reddit story where the guy's like having some sort of hallucination when he's unconscious of he had like a whole family and like a whole different life, and then he noticed some lamp was like weird and he kept staring at it and he kept staring at it, and then one day he's just like, it's not real, and then he just came back to reality because he came out of like whatever concussion he was in. It's 3 a.m. and where you are, and I didn't know if you want me to say what are you saying? Referring to Finn and Jake? Yeah, like they're summoning demons and stuff. I don't know, like back when I was more secularist, I didn't see it like them liking witchcraft. I seen it as just like entertainment, like something cute that they made for entertainment, but that's not how reality works. There's always some propaganda or some intent, even if they're not trying to be evil, because I don't really think that a lot of people try. But it just like softens people up to it, you know? And then like Halloween, one of my big issues with Halloween, and my church talks about this too, is that you soften yourself up to evil. It makes it less scary, which I think, you know, maybe a spooky movie in and of itself isn't evil. I guess it really depends on the content. But the feeling of being scared is weird. People like that feeling. Like they like to feel scared. I thought that was weird. My mom's like a big horror movie fan. Huge horror movie fan. Like ghosts and aliens and stuff. I grew up in a house. Look how good that looks already, actually. Got your beans in here, and your tomatoes, and your green onions. And the meat probably is almost done, but I'm trying to cook some of the water out. But again, this doesn't get very hot, so I hope it's not too wet. Maybe I shouldn't have added all of that water that it told me to add. Hopefully. Pray for me, guys. Oh, thank you. It does. Like, you could put some dressing on that, and that would be a pretty good salad, I think. And then this is the Western bowl dressing, and I got another one, but it turns out that I had one in the pantry already, so you got to use that one first. So that, sorry if that was loud. That was probably really loud. I'm so sorry. Got to use that one first. And I don't know if you should put like a whole half a container into these yet, but it's going to be quite a bit. I am just so glad that I took those beans are still kind of wet though. I'm so glad that I took most of that water grease out of the taco meat stuff, because you don't want to make this into soup. Imagine all the tomato juice and you don't drain your beans at all, and then your taco meat is just full of water. That is more bean juice being drained, don't worry. Very professional job I'm doing here. Well, you know what it was, like, even when I was younger, my mom was so obsessed with that stuff, arson, that it, like, scared me, because I was already having horrible demonic dreams when I was a little girl. Like, bad. I used to get horrible nightmares when I was a kiddo. They've been better since I've converted to Christianity. God helps me a lot with the dreams and issues. Oh, and guess what? We almost forgot our mushrooms. The super awesome, delicious canned mushrooms that don't taste like mushrooms because that's the only way I'll eat them. And I think that's all. The dressing, and I'll write it down for you. So we got to add the cheese still. Okay, we're pouring olive juice out. Is what that noise is, guys. So just like one in each can, or one in each container, because I really like these. Maybe we don't quite need a whole one. Maybe. Scratch that. Okay, we'll use 1.5 cans, because I don't think one's enough, but I think one in each would be too much. Ew, I don't even want to watch Child's Play now. Those movies seem so horrifying to me. Yeah. That is more mushroom. That would be kind of interesting. Me and one of my buddies made like a fake movie that goes through all the different genres, and it started out like as a really cute like romance film, and then it slowly turns into like a murder film. And he turns out to be like a serial killer, and it just goes through like a adventure and sci-fi and just like every single genre. We thought it'd be cool to make like one franchise that is composed of different movies each that are a different genre. I haven't seen anything like that before, have you? But I have no interest in writing movies, unfortunately, unless it's just for fun like that. So now we got our cheese. So you gotta add all of it. As much cheese as you can fit in here. And then when you can't fit any more, squish it down and add more. No, I'm just kidding. But also not really, because I love cheese, you know. It's just like a passion of mine. But that's not enough, I don't think, because again, we're using 2 pounds of beef. And we're using like 5 tomatoes, 2 cans of beans, an entire bushel of green onion, a half a bottle so far of Western bowl dressing. You don't want to overdo it either. Oh, and you know what? This isn't it though. I didn't put the lettuce in here because I don't want it to get soggy. Pro tip. So when you go to make this, get your lettuce together right before you go to eat it. It'll keep it nice and fresh on you. And I got some of the romaine, like the big romaine leaf lettuces. It'd almost be kind of good to like wrap it in like a little burrito almost. That'd probably be good too. But I don't want to like cut it all up and get it ruined and then it be nasty tomorrow. And this cheese is so, oh, you know what? I don't even think I'm going to be able to cut that like that. It's so warm down here. Probably because this thing's heating up. So this meat, look at, see, it's starting to thicken a little bit. So that's good. I'm so hungry now after I've been cooking this whole time. I'm like getting really hungry. You know what? We might have a little bit of it tonight. I ate like a whole bag. I got 2 bags of Doritos for this. I ate a whole bag in like 3 days just cause. And I am so grateful that I got 2 bags because I kind of know what happens when I have Doritos. It's not good. Not a single Dorito left. Just kidding. There's a few like pieces. But when you make taco salad, you want crushed up. You want your taco or Doritos to be all crushed up if you're making taco salad. But sometimes what I like to do is take it and use it like a dip and just like eat a Dorito with a bunch of taco salad. I know, healthy, right? Goals. Health goals. This is peak female body. And if you don't... Oh, geez. Okay. I need one of these. You might not appreciate it, but this is what peak health looks like, guys. Yours didn't stop till you found Jesus? I think my nightmares were very bad, so I can relate, but I never really got into the horror movies simply because I was getting so, we forgot to cut the tomatoes. That's okay. I was so terrified when I had nightmares that like horror movies, they just didn't make sense to get into. I was scared constantly. Why would I want to add to it? But my mom's a big freak about that stuff. She used to love it. Can you believe it? I forgot to cut these up. Don't make fun of me. It's Because you're distracting me, Arson. You're terrifying me. Just kidding. I hope I don't wake up I hope I did not wake up my grandma. I think she just had to use the restroom. Thank goodness I didn't mix it all up yet. Entirely, at least. Definitely could have done without that. You guys just let me do it, too. You guys just let it happen? You're like, we don't know how to make this. Well, I think it's going a little bit better than my last live stream. It was fun, though. You were there, Arson. I don't think you got to stay for the whole time, but it's nice that you're back here now. I only was on for like an hour because I wanted to see if I could properly run a live stream. And look I clearly can't. Oh, I'm so hungry, and this is just another step slowing me down. But if you make it the day before you need it, it just tastes a lot better because all of the flavors have time to sit together. What's going on over here? Don't laugh at me. Multitasking goals? Well, when you multitask like I am, apparently we make huge mistakes. I just didn't want to do it alone. I'm having a fun night now. I had kind of a rough day today. Yeah, it's okay though. What did I miss over here? Chucky. See that, Arson? They should never have let you watch that show. There were some things I definitely shouldn't have read. Like, I got into my mom's book collection, and she used to hide, I think it's called Seasons by Stephen King. She didn't want me to read it because there's, like, really, really intense descriptions of, like, things that happened during World War II with the Nazis. I don't know if I can say it on here. I don't even think I can be... I'm not even sure if I should be doing this on stream, but we have to have taco salad. If I get, like, red flagged and kicked off YouTube for making taco salad, dude, I will be kind of confused. To be fair, it is kind of a giant knife, though. But, you know, it's doing a good job. It's doing its job. You can't be mad at it. What does that mean? She says, Arson says, I want to make movies about... I want to make a video about movies that loose demons. Like, Onto You? I think the band Korn probably wasn't something I should have been listening to when I was a little girl, though. I had to cut so much music out of my life. And I still listen to not the best music, but I was into, like, Memphis rap and stuff. I love some Memphis rap. It's, musically, it's very good. But I didn't used to take it seriously, but Memphis is, like, demonic. Like, that's the whole thing. Not like the entire city. Well, not the entire city, but the music genre. It's a rough place out there. I just like that spooky, deep, heavy, spooky beat kind of stuff. I used to... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who? Steven. I don't know what that is. Steven is a PDF file? Is that the... Oh, Stephen King? Yeah. Yeah. Like, I've been telling people that for a while because he wrote It, and in It, he wrote, like, a really descriptive child-esque scene, like a group thing. This is not going to be a good stream for all ages now that Arson's here. Well, that's the thing, though. You cannot trust, like, anyone, I don't think, at this point, anyone that's famous, especially since Norm Macdonald passed away. Who's left? Who's left now? I used to think Drew Barrymore. I kind of used to like her, but then I seen this movie where she, like, plays a teacher, and she goes to a high school, or she's, like, I think she's, like, an undercover cop or something like that, and she starts dating, like, a teacher, and the teacher thinks that she's a student, and, well, no, he's trying to date her when he thinks that she's a student, but she's dating a high schooler in the movie. And the teacher, once he finds out that she's actually, like, an adult woman, he, like, loses interest. If I did have kids, my dude, they would not be going to a public school. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's scaring me. But like that whole movie was a whole bunch of statutory whatnot. So now that your tomatoes are cut up, you want to actually add them to this and turn off your meat because we forgot to do that. Yikes. Hey, it's fine. It's still good. It probably wouldn't have been if we didn't catch it though. Let's put them in your 2 containers. It's a lot of tomato. Thank goodness I'm making so much of this. I'm probably going to have to like get more chips. Maybe I'll walk up to the Family Dollar or wherever and get some more Doritos so that I can burn the calories that I gain. What are you eating? Really? In multiple books? I definitely know about it. Oh, it already tastes good. I didn't really read that many of his books. I read Pet Sematary. Kind of scary. Didn't really care for that. Okay, let's see. So now, this is pretty much all of it until you add your meat and your lettuces. I'm gonna get the grease off. I'll pick that up. Don't worry, it'll be picked up. Okay. So, let's mix it up. Leave it together. You know, when you're ready to eat it, you gotta let your beef cool down. You can't just throw it in there. Here's your meat. And when you go to eat this, you just put your lettuces in there. But once your beef cools down, you add it so that way it can combine with the other stuff. Kind of saucy. I don't think I need any more sauce. We'll see. Because the dressing and your taco sauce mixes together. It makes it extra saucy. I hope my grandma eats this. I hope she likes it. So, now, yeah, that's all you got to do now is let it cool off, add it together, and then when you go to eat it, you know, you can gauge if you want to add more sauce to it or not. You add like some black pepper, some garlic, whatever you want. But I'm not doing that simply because I want it to taste like my grandma used to make it. And let me tell you, the taco seasoning itself is pretty adventurous for her. So, not to be mean, that's just the way that it is. But she's French. And when she came here, I guess my grandpa didn't like French food. So he like wanted her to learn how to cook like some bland stuff because he doesn't like anything. And I guess she just like didn't like cooking. So it just was very bland. Very basic stuff. But the taco salad, that's what I'm saying. Like it's adventurous for her. Love it though. Oh geez. There's all this stuff now here. I have to clean this whole thing up before I go to bed too. So before I go to bed, I will put my meats in there. Then if it sits, all those flavors are gonna have time to mingle. And it'll be way better than if you do go to eat it now. Like I'm probably gonna have a little bit because I'm like very hungry after that. Okay, trash heap. There we go. So that's taco salad, kids. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. I hope you make it. You might not. If you don't, hey, that's cool. Thanks for hanging out, guys. What do you say to me? I mean, yeah, I do. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with loving your grandma. Someone's got to do it. I'm obsessed with these sugar-free Life Waters, vitamin waters. I haven't had a Life Water in a long time, actually. Any questions? We have like people that just showed up. We made taco salad. If you weren't here earlier, we made some taco salad. Okay, we'll go over this again. Then I'll put it in the description for you. Don't worry. So it looks like a bunch of vegetables and cheese and sauce because it is. We're making that like very white girl version of taco salad, like that you get at like 4th of July parties. That's how I remember it. My grandma used to make it. So all we did was we cut up a bunch of green onions, and we cut up some tomatoes and de-seeded them. And then we opened up some pre-sliced olives. That you don't have to get pre-sliced olives, but I definitely recommend canned olives because they're really good quality olives. Will be so overpowering. That's probably all you would taste. And we used old El Paso, what is it, taco seasoning. We made some, oh, I almost burnt myself. We made some meats. It's just old alpaca and 2 pounds of 85% lean beef, so that there isn't that much fat in it that you have to worry about. But there is still quite a bit of water, so make sure you drain it. Drain all your veg, your canned veg, and then you want, you can use red kidney beans. We used a can of white and red kidney beans. You could use black beans. My mom enjoys that, and black beans are delicious. But I was telling Ralph and Arson that we're just going to make it like the nostalgic version that I'm used to, that my grandma used to make when I was little. And it's been a while. So then you shred like a block of, you can use mild cheddar probably. If you want sharp cheddar, that would probably be okay. Colby Jack, shred it up. It looks like I missed one of these tomatoes. That's fine. We're leaving it like that. And when your meat cools, you just mix this together. I recommend doing it the day before you use it because it'll have time to sit together and the flavors will mingle around, and then it'll taste a lot better. Add your sauce to your taste. If you want to add seasonings, of course you can do that. Thank you for helping, Arson. Yeah, we're all involved here. Thanks for helping me, you guys. It was fun. I mean, it took a while to set up, so it was fun to like hang out with you guys while I actually made it. And then this is what you want right here. You can get normal corn chips, but it's not going to be the kind that I am making. But it doesn't taste bad. It tastes great, actually, even without it. But the Doritos add like a trashy, nostalgic comfort to it. Yeah, so it's going to be good. You let this cool off. You add it together. Sits around. You go to eat it. Get your lettuces. Wash them thoroughly. And chop it up when you go to eat it. And if you're taking it somewhere, wash the lettuces right before you leave, because if you leave it like wet like that, it'll rust and it'll get gross and floppy. So last second is the lettuce rule for me. That's what I prefer. And I did get avocado. This is not a traditional aspect of the white trash taco salad, but I thought it might be kind of nice. So I'll try it on the side. Who doesn't like avocado, though? Oh, especially, you got to get it like at the exact right point, though, or else they're like either incredibly raw and hard as a rock, and then they're good for like 5 minutes, and then they're brown. So you got to get them like right then. So any questions, though? I will put up the instructions for you. I have to get this put away, though. The meat has to cool down before you put it in the fridge, by the way. It's bad for bacteria otherwise. I guess it's like prime bacteria growth heat levels when it's cold, and then you put it right in the fridge. I should put the vegetables in the fridge, though. I don't really want to like leave you guys again, but the food must stay safe for consumption. Otherwise, I will have killed my poor old grandma. I would probably be fine because I wonder if I would get sick because of my medication, or if my immune system's like still strong enough to where it wouldn't be a big deal if I like got sickly. I don't know, because the only thing that I really get sick with anymore is allergies and like my immune system attacking itself, and I'm still on the medication and it's still crazy powerful. So like I'm like made to live in the dirt. Gotta go. It was nice talking with you, Arson. All right, everyone. I appreciate you stopping in. Where's my mouse? Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. Love y'all. Bye.